Thank you for being here tonight. I want to take a second and I appreciate you guys for joining the emergency meeting we have coming up, and let's just work on it. Well, first, thank you for being here today. And we've had a lot of discussions about Rule 32 in the last week. And I'm glad we're able to come together today and discuss this. To make things clear, I want to say my interpretation of Rule 32 as it was updated by the Rules Committee in 2024 convention and passed by the convention is that it does not include any use outside of the official convention business, which confines its current distribution to those specific official duties of the convention. However, my goal is here today is for the will of this body to be what determines whether the delegate list and the access should be expanded. Several false accusations have been made by many about me regarding this rule, which is unfortunate. Therefore, I personally won't be pushing any specific change one way or the other. My job is to enforce these rules, not just the rules that I agree with, but even the rules that I disagree with. Our delegation expects us after a convention to follow these rules. The platform, the legislative priorities, they worked very hard on to pass at the convention. The delegates make the plan, they set the narrative, and we follow through. They're the boss, we're the servants. From this evening, what I do ask for this evening, what do ask is that we keep this process focused on the facts and in the finger pointing. I'm not blaming anyone for this. And after tonight, this body is going to have made their position very clear. No one is trying to tilt the scales, and everyone is going to get to vote on what they believe this rule should be. I have done my best to uphold the responsibility to this body, and I have a full confidence. Sorry, I've been losing my voice all day. Full confidence that this body will uphold its responsibility to our delegation. So I've asked Steve Evans to make a motion to change our debate process today from what we usually do, which is the limit of 3 for, and 3 against. But if this body approves it, I would like to remove the limit to have unlimited debate. I think this problem deserves all the debate, and I would like to hear from all members if they wish to do so. Since we're in a Zoom meeting and not in person, if you wish to speak, please use the Zoom controls to raise your hand. And we have 2 of our staff members who are tracking it, and I will recognize the speakers on a first come, first serve basis as we do it at the in-person SREC meetings. Let's handle this with the care and the integrity this deserves. So thank you. At this point, I would like to ask Virgil. Is Virgil on?
Yes, I'm on, Mr. Chair.
To do the roll call.
And before we do that, Mr. Chair, with your indulgence in the members, we lost a member this week, and that was Ed Zenner from SD23. And I'm wondering maybe if someone could say a word of prayer for both for the meeting and for Ed's family tonight before the roll call. I would appreciate that.
Is Susan Wright on the call? If not, let me see, I'm looking through.
Yes, Susan's here.
Susan, would you say a prayer?
Yes, thank you.
Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight humbly, and we have grief, Lord, and we ask you to help us as we deal with our grief. We ask you, Father, to receive Ed into your kingdom and give strength and courage to his and comfort to his family and to all of us, Lord. He was a valued member of our group, and he is deeply missed. For our meeting tonight, Father, I pray you give us discernment. I pray for wisdom. I pray for clarity. I pray for patience, Lord. And I pray that we remember that we are here to serve the delegates of our state in the work that we do. I ask all this, Father, in the name of your Son, our Savior, Jesus. Through Christ our Lord, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Susan. Virgil?
All right. So a couple of reminders just before I get into the roll call. If anybody needs to see the proxies, I've uploaded the single day proxies into the meeting folder. That's the same Google Drive that we always use. And I've also confirmed all the default proxies on file in the parent folder, the 2024-2026 SREC folder. Number two, Lauren, could you switch to the live doc? Because I actually typed those reminders out. Thank you. Yeah, and if you would make that fit the width, just where it says 100%. If you say fit, it'll expand. Okay. So number one, I mentioned the proxies. Number two, if you're arriving late, if somebody arrives late, I need to know what time they've arrived. So if their counterpart or somebody who notices could indicate that in a chat, that would be especially appreciated. If you need to leave, and especially if that changes a proxy situation, then let me know as well. Number three, before each roll call vote, I'm going to verify changes on attendance and proxies since I can't see people leaving and departing, leaving or arriving. So just help me out with that and help the other members out to get that information to me. Number four, when you know you're coming up in a roll call vote, when I say, SD 10 and you're SD 12, then you need to unmute yourself to be ready. And then number five, Lauren, if you could scroll down, please. Number five, really important, you have a responsibility to see that I've recorded your vote correctly. If I've recorded a vote incorrectly in the spreadsheet, please let me know immediately, because after we close a vote, we can't change it. And Galen, we'll make sure to unmute people at the appropriate times. And then number six, Zoom etiquette. We need to know who's in the meeting. So if you're not named in the meeting, let's get you named. So with that said, let me go back to the roll call spreadsheet and get an attendance here. Thank you, Lauren. Okay, Kristen Bentley. Oh, I guess, do we need to unmute members, Micah?
Can you unmute everyone?
Yes. Yep, I'm right here. Got it. Okay, there we go.
And for the record as well, too, just in case, I will be highlighting the people who say that they are here in yellow.
Oh, no, don't do that, Lauren.
Okay.
I'll manage it.
Virgil's
I'll track it.
Never mind.
Okay. Paul Hale. Oh, Kristen Bentley.
Here.
How are you?
Paul Hale.
Fine. The question is, how are you?
Great. Yeah.
We've got some crosstalk. If you're not up, please don't be talking. Paul Hale.
It's a mess, but it's fine, so I love it.
I need, other than the people who are not
Yeah.
members, I need you to leave the Zoom. The Zoom is being live streamed, so you can watch it there. And members you were unmuted, so until the roll call is over, please.
No. Oh, God, no. No. That.
Okay, go ahead, Virgil.
Thank you. Paul Hale, are you here? Jerry Fisher.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Gotcha, Jerry. Bruce Bishop.
Bruce says he can't unmute.
Okay, we'll count him present. Lydia Covey.
Here.
Chris Bro.
Paul is also here.
Paul is here. Okay. Chris Bro. Is Chris
Yes,
Bro muted or is he not here?
Yeah, no, I was locked, but I'm locked. I'm unlocked now. I'm here.
Thanks, Chris. Rachel Heisler for Gwen Withrow. Is Rachel Heisler here?
Here.
Thank you. And that's proxy for Gwen Withrow. Dale Inman. Dale was working on a proxy, but I didn't receive one yet. Okay, so he's not here. Susan Lucas.
Here.
Justin Besser.
Here.
Don McDonald.
Here.
Keith Nielsen. Deborah Fight. Deborah Fight.
She's here.
Ralph's talking.
Ralph is Deborah here.
I heard her in the other room saying
And
here.
I've got you too, Ralph. Maggie Witt.
Here.
Jim Pickle.
Here.
Ann Gephardt.
Here.
Dan Tully.
Here.
Susan Wright.
Here,
Susan Wright for Matt Tiskus.
here.
And Susan, thank you again for that prayer. That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
Gay Lynn.
Here.
Ken Moore.
Here.
Lisa Hendrickson.
Here.
Ronnie Jones.
Here.
Dr. Morris.
Here.
Dale Gibble.
Biggest difference between.
Dale, are you here? Okay, so until I hear otherwise, Dale is being represented by Melinda Morris.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, is he here?
Be most effective, Mr. Nine.
Melinda, is he here?
On the list.
I haven't seen him sign in yet.
Okay, so you've got his proxy until I hear otherwise.
Okay.
Christiana Keeler. Christiana. Greg Murphy, are you here?
Here.
So is Christiana here? If not, you're representing her until she gets here.
Okay, great.
Rolando Garcia for Brenda Estes.
Here.
And Rolando Garcia.
Here.
Susan Fountain.
Here.
Matt Patrick.
Here.
Becky Green.
Here.
Roman Klein.
Here.
Cheryl Thompson Draper.
Here.
Taki Joseph.
Here.
Yvonne Clouser.
Here.
Walter West.
I am here, locked and loaded.
Thank you, Walter. Melissa Nur.
Present.
Are you representing Chuck too, Melissa?
Yes, I am.
Tony Trevino.
Here.
Randy Perham.
I say who?
Leslie Thomas.
Here.
Greg Harrell.
Here.
Elaine Cook.
Here.
Mary Jane Avery.
Here.
Andy Eller.
Here.
Lucy Trainer.
Here.
Steve Jordan.
Here.
Karen Marshall.
Here.
And Justin, you're yourself today, right?
I am.
All right, Janera Lewis.
Present.
Are you representing Royce as well?
I am.
Jane Cancino. I know she was having technical difficulties. Steve, if you could just let me know when she arrives. Steve Evans.
She's trying to send you a proxy, but I'm here.
Okay. And I'll be backed up on email for a bit here. Robin Cooper.
Here.
Adolfo Tejas.
Here.
Rachel Horton.
Present.
Patrick Womhaw.
ST30's here.
Tisha Crow. Tisha, are you here?
Her iPhone is here.
She's
She
Brenda,
spoke earlier.
sorry. Yes, I apologize. I had myself
Thanks,
muted.
Tisha.
I was on the wrong screen.
Brandon Hodges. Brandon Hodges. Chairman George is here. Vice Chair Randall.
Here.
And moving down to officers, Ralph Veit was here already. Rachel Hooper, General Counsel.
Here.
And Chad Shoemake, Sergeant at Arms. Okay, have there been any changes to the attendance since I started the roll call or anything I missed in the chat? Okay, one last time on Dale Inman, Jane Cancino, pending a proxy, Brandon Hodges. And before I conclude, Mr. Chair, Jerry Fisher reminded me that we also lost a longtime former member, SD1, Sue Evenwell, who passed away yesterday. So if we could have a brief moment of silence in memory of Sue and to pray for her friends and family, let's do that now. And thank you, Mr. Chair. We have 60 members present.
Thank you, Virgil. Micah, there are people on our Zoom call.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, I don't think I muted. Since the quorum is in, we have a quorum is present, so I would like to recognize Steve Evans to make the motion. Steve?
Oh, hang on. He's muted somewhere. There he is. Sorry, Steve.
Mr. Chairman, before I make that motion, I'm going to rise to privilege and request that the host of this meeting allow the members to unmute themselves. I understand what you're doing. However, if we are force muted, we cannot make interrupting motions such as points of order and points of information that are well within our rights. It's okay to click everybody to mute to quiet it, but we need to be able to unmute ourselves, Mr. Chairman. I ask you satisfy that privilege.
Yeah, it's already going to be like that. We just wanted to do this before the prayer and everything else.
Well, Mike's got to fix that because we still can't unmute ourselves. He's having to do it one at a time, but we're not allowed to do that on our own the way the meeting's set up. Okay. Mr. Chairman, I move to accept single day and all default proxies on file with the secretary.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Randy, SD 21.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Opposition?
Please unbuckle your seatbelt.
Seeing none, the ayes have it. You're accepting the motion.
Mr. Chairman, Steve Evans, SD 28. I move to suspend standing rule number 7 to allow ample time for debate. Previous question will still be in force.
Thank you, Steve. Do I have a second on that?
Second, Jim Pickle, SD8.
Thank you. It essentially allows everyone to speak for 2 minutes, unlimited, basically, until we either call the question or end the debate. It
allows everybody to speak
discussion
for
on
10
this?
minutes, Mr. Chairman. If we want to limit that, we need to create a rule.
I'm sorry, say that again, Steve.
By suspending that rule, which we just did, it allows everybody to speak twice for 10 minutes.
Okay.
You entertained a supplemental rule, Mr. Chairman.
Do you want to do that or just still have the meeting for? Do you want to do that or still want it to keep it for 2 minutes and unlimited debate.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman, we have a first and a second on the motion on the floor. And we need to allow discussion and vote on the motion at hand to see if that motion passes.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Are there any discussion on this? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion?
We've got people that are unable to mute.
Micah, can you unmute everyone?
I've unmuted everybody multiple times. I'm not
You
sure.
have
what
to
the
change the meeting setting. Right now, you've got members don't have the ability to unmute themselves.
Thank you, Steve. I do know how to do that. I thought that's what it is. I've gone to the mute and it doesn't say everyone's muted, so I'm not sure.
I'm good.
Okay, I've got mute.
It
turned
looks
off.
like more than half of our members are muted. I'm sure the rest of them are muted
No.
because they don't want to.
Rachel Horton, can you unmute yourself or not?
I'm unmuted now, but the only way I can stay unmuted is to not mute myself through the duration of the meeting. You can control the mute button.
Correct.
Okay.
All right, let's fix that. So
This time tomorrow ahead is not Dixie pan. The rest of us takes small releases.
Okay, it should be fixed. I've done it 3 times, I promise, but try again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right, we're good.
okay,
She's swinging the kitty across the causeway with his man on the kitty and then watching everything too.
For those who
Melinda
can't-
Morris?
Yes,
TV.
yes.
Please mute yourself.
Oh, I thought we were all unmuting. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just whoever the guy is that's having a conversation with somebody else needs to mute themselves so we can conduct a meeting.
Point of information, Chairman. Lisa Hendrickson, SD12.
yeah.
We still have people on here that are not SREC. Are we going to roll call them off and expose them, or do we expect them the honor system? Because I can start naming names.
yeah, go ahead and do that first.
Okay. You want me to start naming names?
Sure.
Jennifer Lundy.
Jennifer Lundy, would you please exit the Zoom?
I don't
If
have.
not, we'll have to remove you.
Hang on.
Anyone
There
else?
were a
who's-
couple. Let's just see if people respected the request and got off.
I kicked 3 or 4 off, Lisa, just for the record.
Thank you. Look, if I gotta be here, we're gonna obey the rules. Okay? It's not hard.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. It's not debatable. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in opposition, say nay. Nay. So the rule's been suspended.
Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I would like to move a supplemental rule limiting speeches to 3 minutes for the duration of the meeting.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Seconded.
Yeah, we have a motion and a second on the supplemental rule.
Just set the limit at 3 minutes.
3 minutes
per speaker.
Per speaker,
So
yes.
that's a 2/3 vote, I believe.
Okay,
Because it's,
do I have a discussion on this?
set the limit.
Question, point of information, is that 3 minutes per person? Then that's it? Or is it? I'm not sure
Yes.
what the motion is.
Steve, you want to explain it?
Certainly. So we suspended our debate rules. So that takes us back to standard Roberts, which is 10 minutes, 2 times for every main motion and every amendment. And that would take forever all night. So you can still speak if you pass this and we pass no other supplemental rule, you can speak for 3 minutes, 2 times on any question.
Okay,
Thank you.
any other questions or debate on this? Seeing none, all in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
In opposition, say nay. I don't see any opposition, so the rules are amended. Supplemental rules are adopted. Thank you, Steve. Now we're back on the main purpose of the meeting. Hey, it's only 7:30. So let's get started. I'll take a motion. Jim, you send one, and Rolando, you send another one. I'm recognizing both of you. Whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, sure. Mr. Chairman, I sent mine in first, so I'll go first. I move that we, under Rule 1F, clarify Rule 32 as stated in the information I sent to everybody earlier today. And that is, if you want me to read it into the record, I will. Should I?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My move to, under Rule 1F, to clarify Rule 32 to state the following. All lists of delegates and alternates are exclusively for the business of the Republican Party of Texas and may not be disclosed to anyone outside of the Republican Party of Texas, open paren, to include party staff, state Republican executive committee members, state convention temporary caucus chairman, and state convention temporary and permanent committee chairman, close paren. And then this is the clarification. The quote, business of the Republican Party of Texas, unquote, means scheduling events, credentialing and verifying delegates, and organizing and carrying out the operations of the biennial state RPT convention, and does not include A, communications supporting or opposing the campaigns of local, county, or state elected officials or RPT officials, B, raising money for any purpose other than for immediate deposit into the accounts of the RPT, C, soliciting or promoting sales of products or services other than products offered on the RPT website, or D, unsolicited spam calling or texting of delegates for any purpose. And that's the substance of my requested clarification. I can put it in the chat if you need me to.
I would really appreciate it in the chat.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Would you put it in the chat? Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion to clarify and a second. Put it in the chat.
And interestingly enough, just the clarification part is the only thing that shows in the chat. You can scroll up to get the current.
All right. Jim, let me recognize you before you start debating on this.
All right, it's in the chat.
Do we have it in the chat?
I do.
Okay. Jim, go ahead and speak for your motion.
I believe that this clarification is needed because the term, the business of the Republican Party of Texas, is ambiguous. As we've seen from so much debate the last couple of days, there are multiple different interpretations floating around this body as to what those words mean. That by definition makes the language ambiguous. Rule 1F allows this body to clarify language in the rules if there's an ambiguity. I assert this is an ambiguous statement that anything in the world can be crammed into as it's currently written. And I think we need to narrow it down to the way the convention intended it to be, given what I heard and read and watched in the videos about the Rules Committee at the 2024 convention. I also believe this does a service to the delegates on three ways. Number one, it honors the language that they put in the rule. Number two, it honors the fact that they are trying to protect the private information of our delegates, which the delegates would be appreciative of that, I'm sure, especially certain delegates that have legal restrictions on the application and exposure of their personal information, like police officers, people under protective orders, things like that. And it also allows for the Republican Party of Texas to conduct the business of the convention, which is what we're really here for. I think personal campaigning by anybody is a personal thing. It's not the business of the Republican Party. Electing people is the business, but campaigning is not. And then the other parts of the amendment obviously are, or clarification are, we don't want people soliciting money, right? Unless it's going to come to us. We don't want them selling products unless it's stuff we're selling. And then we don't want them doing unsolicited spam calling for any purpose. I think that was the main thing in the Rules Committee last time, and that's what they were trying to avoid, was everybody getting 95 different spam calls during the convention like I did. I didn't count them up, but it was close to that. So that's the basis for my proposed clarification of Rule 32. Thank you. I yield.
And we're going to scroll
Thank you,
down so
Jim.
that the members can see that motion in the live doc. There we go. Thank you.
Okay, I see, hold on. I have Generous hand up first, then Rolando, then Lisa Hendrickson.
All right, thank you. Motion to amend.
Yes, ma'am.
I move to strike D, unsolicited spam calling or texting of delegates for any purposes. I do believe it's very clear to me that
Hold on,
campaigning.
you're not recognized to
Thank you.
speak, ma'am.
Thank you.
Just do that.
So you see where she's want to strike?
Yeah, Virgil's doing it.
Last line.
Okay, do I have a second on this amendment?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and to amend in a second. We're gonna go to discussion on this. Dinara, you are recognized to speak.
Yes, thank you. So campaigning is part of our business. You can't have uninformed voters. We've received historically lots of unsolicited texts and calls from people campaigning for state offices. That includes SREC chair and vice chair. So this needs to be stricken.
Thank you. Do I have anyone in opposition?
I would speak in opposition. I agree with Generia's intent that campaigning is in the business. However, this simply removing this part from the clarification does not fix the underlying issue, because it does not specify that campaigning should be allowed. So, and I have another clarification that I propose that explicitly clears this up. But simply, and that's, I agree with Generia's intent, but simply deleting D does not fix the problem that I think you're trying to fix.
I withdraw my motion. I withdraw my motion.
Are there any objection to withdrawing the motion? Without objection, the motion is withdrawn. I will recognize Lisa Hendrickson.
I think Rolando was next, unless that's why he had his hand up.
Okay, Rolando, you're up next.
Oh, yes, thank you. Again, this clarification simply reaffirms the current interpretation, which is causing so many problems, and the reason why we had to call this emergency meeting. Campaigning is part of convention business. Jim said wanted to draw a distinction between elections are part of party business, but campaigning is not. You cannot have elections unless you allow candidates to communicate with delegates. And this clarification, this interpretation of the rules prevents that. It prevents the business, it obstructs the business of the convention. It is at odds with the spirit of all the other rules. We have so many rules that are in place to ensure a free and fair election for party offices. This interpretation of Rule 32 it goes against all of that. It also goes against, I believe, the intent of the 2024 Convention Rules Committee. I already emailed you a couple hours ago a very lengthy statement from Mark Ramsey, the chair of the Convention Rules Committee 2 years ago. And he said very clearly that this interpretation would not have passed the Rules Committee. There was, I think anyone who saw the 15-minute discussion of the Rules Committee understands that there was not, this was not well thought out, and that many committee members did not understand what they were voting on. But this particular interpretation is not in line with their intent. And it also gives incumbent SRECs a huge advantage. It makes elections unfair because it allows us to use the delegate list to communicate about convention business. Now, how are we going to construe the convention business and carrying out of the convention? Can I send an email to all my delegates talking about my background and what I've accomplished on the SREC, as long as I don't say vote for me, it basically allows SRECs to electioneer and use the list as long as they don't make an explicit vote pitch. And this gives a huge advantage to incumbent SRECs because we have the list and SREC challengers do not. So
Thank you, Rolando. That's 3 minutes.
Thank you.
I don't know how to raise my hand, Mr. Chairman. Is there somebody who can help me with that?
How to raise your hand? Do not know. Micah, maybe.
It really depends on which version he has.
Yeah, which version of Zoom you're using? I will recognize Lisa Hendrickson.
Hang on, let's see here.
Hang on, I'm gonna let Mike go.
Under reactions and then raise.
Yeah,
hand.
Jim, reactions and then raise your hand.
Yeah, can it might just say react. It might just say react, Jim. Click on the button.
React, but the only two choices are reaction settings and remove from toolbar.
Oh, okay.
I can't raise my hand either.
So
It should be participants, chat,
Jim,
react.
Jim, you actually
share.
got to click on the heart.
Click on the heart.
You guys.
Yeah.
It's the heart.
All right, let's.
Yep.
Okay. There.
Lisa, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Lisa Hendrickson, SREC SC12. I struggle with this, the entire reason why we're here. Number one, from understanding exactly what Rolando just said, that, and because we're all going to market ourselves. We're all going to, put our best foot forward, and we have the ability to share our content because we sit where we sit. It's the same thing with the state with our members in the state house and state senate. They send out newsletters with state money, and they have to walk a very fine line as to how they promote all the wonderful things that they did, but they still get to do it. So we do have, that personal privilege, which concerns me. Yet at the same time, we are opening up ourselves to a level of policing that also concerns me, that we're going to have more arguments and more emergency SREC meetings to discuss who did what and who didn't. Yet I feel like the genie is already out of the bottle. Pandora's box has already been opened. And as much as I hate unsolicited texts and emails and phone calls, I also sympathize with our donors that are writing $50,000 checks and kind of expecting the fact that, well, you have all these 7,000 people. Why would I just give you $50,000 to sit in a booth? And my concern is the after effects of what we're doing. In addition, we throw in, Governor Abbott, who's paying X number of dollars, if I understand correctly, per delegate that shows up or signs up. Okay, well, I'm assuming he's going to get the list. So I have absolutely huge concerns about, again, the second and third and fourth iterations of what we are doing. And again, I understand everybody wants privacy, but that horse is out of the barn. Privacy is the biggest illusion on the planet. We all click, I agree for every app, every bank account, all of these things we agree to, and our information is being sold, doing air quotes, or shared however we want to see it or understand it. So as much as I would love to go back to Little House on the Prairie, that's not happening. Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley and Good Times, they're gone. Like, all of our information is priceless and vital. And that is what Palantir and all of these wonderful people, insert sarcasm, are doing. They're taking our data. They can geofence our entire convention and get all of the data. So I just don't want us interfighting with one another about something that I love and understand what the delegates did about a rule, and I respect it. Yet I think we're handicapping ourselves in so many other ways. And again, we will be policing ourselves till Jesus returns. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Lisa. Next person on the queue for me is Stephen Jordan.
Thank you very much. I'd like to motion to amend this, and I'm placing the amendment in the chat, but the amendment would be to add section E, which would state every disclosure of information from the party should be the minimum disclosure possible to meet the stated purpose.
Can I get Yeah, Virgil, can you put that on the screen, please?
Yes, just give me a minute.
Let me see what it is.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to second Karen Marshall, SD 26.
Are we amending an
you-
amendment? Because I thought one
Yeah,
amendment.
we'll get there, Karen. Yeah, we got you.
One amendment was already stated by Orlando or somebody to strike out D. Did we ever vote on that?
It was withdrawn, Jim.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, point of information.
Give us a second. Let's get this on the screen. 1 second. Okay, so Virgil, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I have Karen as a second. Someone else did do, but I
had a point of information now.
Yes, you do. And who are you?
Andy Eller, SD 24.
Okay. Thank you, Andy.
Okay,
Go
the
ahead,
way I
Virgil.
read this, I want to make sure this is correct. So correct me if I'm wrong, Chairman. Basically, what we're saying, the amendment's going to say the business of the Republican Party of Texas does not include E, every disclosure of information from the party should be the minimum disclosure possible to meet the stated purpose. Because that, I think Virgil, our secretary, can help me with the language
correct.
on this, but I believe that would not be appropriate.
So I'm open to a friendly amendment to make this fit. I'd like to speak to the purpose of the amendment, though.
Before you do that, make the amendment. What is the amendment? The actual language.
So the language I have there, I believe makes sense, but I can't see the top of the live doc to see if it jives.
Yeah, Virgil, can you drop it down a little bit? There you go.
Does not.
Give the members 1 second, let them read it, and we'll come to it.
So to miss, okay. So I would be open to removing the E and simply making it a statement at the end rather than section E. If that makes more sense to everybody.
That makes much better sense. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, all right, that does make sense. Okay, all right, go ahead and speak for it.
So in speaking my motion, I would just like to point out that we're going back and forth over who's receiving information and how they're receiving information. I'm more concerned about what information is being released in any iteration of these rules. If someone is to make a motion, if someone was to submit a request for the list of delegates, for instance, myself, I'm an SD 25, I have no purpose for receiving the entire state list. I believe anyone requesting the information should have a stated purpose, and it should be a purpose that makes sense. If Ken Paxton campaign wants the list, that's a statewide list, that makes sense. However, I don't think we should give the list or sell the list to anyone in full without a stated purpose that makes sense. I also don't believe we should necessarily release all fields. If someone requests a list in order to make text messages, we shouldn't be releasing the physical mailing, the physical addresses of all the delegates. As I was looking at my SD 25 list, I've got at least 2 state reps, half a dozen county chairs, and a few city councilmen and all kind of other elected officials on there. I don't think we should just be giving that entire list of their home addresses to anyone who managed to make it on a delegate or alternate list who has $200 to buy it. We literally had Comal County headquarters firebombed a couple of weeks ago. And so then turning around and just releasing the home address of the county chair seems like a bad idea, especially in a world where the president gets shot at on a regular basis and Charlie Kirk gets assassinated. I don't think we want to just put this information out there. Obviously, people are going to get some of it. They can find it, but let's not make the problem worse. It's too late for a bunch of us. It doesn't matter to me personally whether my information is out there, but new people should have the opportunity to keep as much information as private as possible. I think that was the will of the delegates who were probably upset 2 years ago at receiving all the text messages, and that's why they wrote this very strict rule. So in any version of the rules that we change or clarify, I would like to just make sure that we're giving out as little information as possible to as few people as possible.
Mr. Chairman, point of order. This is not a part of a clarification. It's a change to the rule under 1C, so it's out of order.
Give me 1 second.
Are you home? I have a cup, yes.
Jim, could you state that one more time while we're waiting?
Yes, this is not a clarification. It's a change to the rule, so it's out of order. It's not germane to the clarification that's being discussed, which is a 1F clarification, not a 1C change.
I'm actually going to overrule that because the intent and the purpose of these rules, yeah.
Say that again, what's that?
Steve Jordan's amendment to the motion stays within the intent of the 1C, so I'm going to overrule that.
Point of information, are we debating a 1C change right now? Clarification.
No, we're debating the amendment that Steve Jordan put out.
No.
And your point of order was that's out of order.
Right, because it's a change instead of a clarification, right?
Right, and I'm overruling that because.
Oh.
All right. Any next person on the list? Give me 1 second. Rachel Horton.
Oh, Mr. Chairman, I was hoping to speak to the main motion, so I will respectfully hop back behind in line.
Okay. Well, next one is Jim Pickle. You're it.
Yes, I know everybody's worried about what we're doing here, and I am too, but I sent around a little while ago a workaround. If we approve this clarification that I've offered to be voted on, what we can do is we can let delegates who are candidates for party office put their campaign literature on the RPT website, and then send an email to the entire delegation saying, candidate information is on the RPT website. If you care to look at it, go ahead. If you don't want to, you don't have to. This does several things. It keeps the list in the hands of only the people.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman, this debate's not germane to the amendment.
It is germane. It's about minimum disclosure. It is germane. Continue, Jim.
Thank you. So doing that, letting the candidates put their campaign literature, posts, pictures, whatever, and their personal information, email, telephone number, call me if you have any other questions, keeps the list in the hands of those people that Rule 32 expressly and clearly described should have it. That's the who. It fully respects Rule 32's intent that delegate lists have a very limited and convention-centric use. It allows candidates to get the exact same message to delegates that they would put into an email or a text, but does not spam 9,000 delegates who might have no interest in seeing it. Even more important, it allows candidates to amend their posting on the website without having to send another 9,500 emails when it changed to their messages wanted or needed. It eliminates repeated and annoying spam. It also does not give the middle finger to the 2024 convention delegates by in effect telling them they're stupid, that we are so much smarter and we should be correcting what they did. So I think this clarification that I proposed, if we pass it, there's an easy workaround that satisfies everybody in every legitimate point they could possibly make. So I encourage everybody to vote for the clarification, and I yield.
Thank you, Jim. Next person on the list is Kristen Bentley. You're recognized.
I would like to speak to the main motion.
Okay, we're talking about this one. We'll come back to the main motion.
Thank you.
Rolando, are you raising your hand to talk about the amendment?
I wanted to speak to the main motion.
Okay, Deb, we'll go to the next one. Deborah Fight, are you speaking for the main motion or the amendment?
Amendment.
Okay, Deborah, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, the party already has a mechanism in place right now for you to opt out. So you do not have to put your personal information on, it won't be available. As a nominations chair, Ralph and I would use the voter lookup when information was missing. But if someone had opted out to have their personal information, we could not find it. And so there are people like our general counsel that opted out, police officers, judges. So if anybody doesn't want their personal information out there, they can still be a delegate. All we had to do for anybody that opted out was we needed their name, their VUID, and an email address. They could make up an email address for convention. So if the concern is people's personal information, we already have a rule in a law in place where you can still be a delegate and withhold that on your own accord. And then as far as putting things on the website, I just believe that we were elected by our Senate district. We are their voice in between conventions, and to handcuff us to not be able to communicate directly, which is how I was reading this version of Pickles' clarification. And I think that how it's always been done is to we don't need a gatekeeper. We don't need the RPT website. It's already pretty busy as it is. And so just keeping it the way it's always been and allow us to assume our role we've always assumed. So there you go.
Thank you, Deborah. Paul Hale, are you speaking for the main motion or for the amendment? Paul Hale, you had your hand up earlier. Okay, I'll go to the next person. Ronnie Johns, are you speaking for the main amendment?
He's muted.
Paul, can you unmute yourself, please?
Chairman, he appears to be muted on the back end because we can't see
He says he can't.
he's
unmute.
speaking.
He's not muted.
Oh,
I can't.
Now he's muted.
It wants to know if I want to mute him, and I'm not touching it. So he is unmuted currently.
Go, Paul.
He's using the wrong microphone input.
Okay, we'll come back to Paul. Ronnie, are you speaking for the main motion or the amendment?
The main motion, please.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a second. Andy Eller, amendment or the main motion?
Well, it was going to be the main motion, but I do have a point of information now. Mr. Chairman, what did we exactly tell the delegates in the county and SD conventions about the use of the data?
Andy, I do not have a way to answer that, so I'm going to say I'm not advised. The only thing they would know is what's the current rules are. I don't think they would know anything else.
Well, another point of inquiry.
Yes, sir.
Were you aware that the script actually says, before we proceed, the chair wants delegates and alternates to know that any disclosure of lists of delegates and alternates and their contact information will be treated in accordance with RPT rules, especially rule number 32.
The sample script we send out, yes, it does say that.
Yes, so that's the only information they were told.
Mr. Chairman, I have a point of information along those same lines that may help with this. Our state delegate application forms.
You're going to have to tell us who you are first.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Rachel Horton, SD 30.
Yep.
Rise to a point of information. Does our state delegate application forms include at the very bottom of the application the disclosure form that says note contact information provided for delegates alternates will be used by the RPT to communicate convention information to the delegate alternates and may be disclosed in accordance with Rule 32. Does it say that?
I'm not looking at the application, but I'll tell you this.
You just read it to you.
Not everyone is using that application because we basically take the let the counties choose how they want to use it. Some counties uses it, some counties add to it. So I'm not advised on what took place at every SD or county convention. But I do understand what you're trying to say. Yes, it does say that. I just pulled up the just have the thing now. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Andy, I'm back to you. I wasn't quite sure. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done. I'll just speak on the
Okay.
main motion when it's time.
All right. So I'm going to go to Rachel Heisler on the amendment.
Yep.
Paul, we can see you speaking, but we cannot hear you because you're muted. You need to unmute. Paul Hale, can you hear us? Okay, we'll come back to you. Rachel Heisler, are you
Yes,
speaking?
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Rachel Heisler, SD4, speaking on the amendment. My question is where it's saying should be the minimum disclosure possible to meet the stated purpose. Who will be deciding what the minimum disclosure possible is to meet the stated purpose? That is subjective. And who has the bandwidth or the authority to decide that? Thank you.
I understand. So that will be this body. If we make this clarification, this body will have to make that decision. Okay, I see Dorinda Randall. Are you speaking on the amendment?
Got a problem. It's my phone charger.
Dorinda, you need to
Yeah,
unmute,
I'm there.
please.
I'm there. No, I was going to speak to the main motion, but I would like to say, I guess I could speak to the amendment Rachel was just talking about, is that, so what we're talking about is that we would have SREC after this meeting, then we would have to have another meeting to clarify what it means for us to police what is being done and what is being said. That seems wild to me whenever we've got a convention going on, we've got people that aren't registered, and we've got to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Brenda, it's within the scope of this meeting, so we can do that changes today. Anything else? So I don't see any other hands raised, so we will go to a
Mr. Chairman, I got my
vote.
hand raised.
Who has the hand raised?
Steve Evans has his hand raised.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Mr. Chairman, a request for information, would each request to use this data or decision of minimum disclosure require a meeting from this body every time that decision needed to be made?
Not if you guys actually make what is the minimum disclosure requirement decision today. I hope that's not the case. We don't want to meet every day for this.
Mr. Chair,
Right.
this is your secretary. I've got just a question for the author of the motion of the amendment.
Yes, sir.
When we say from the party, do we want to say RPT, since that's how the rest of the clarification references the party?
Yeah, that will be.
Okay, I'll make that change unless there's objection.
Okay. All right, we're going to vote on this. It's going to be a record vote. We'll do a record vote since it's Zoom and I can't tell who's who. Virgil, would you take a record vote? And if someone has Paul Hale's phone number, they can call him and figure out a way to get him to unmute. That would be wonderful. Because I know he's keep talking. I can't hear anything.
Point of information, Melissa Nur, SD20.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you state exactly what we're going to be voting on? Is it the?
Yes, the amendment that says every disclosure of information from RPT should be the minimum disclosure possible to meet the stated purpose. You can vote yes or no on it, or abstain.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Virgil, you're up.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. So the correct answers here are yes, no, or abstain. Kristen Bentley,
No.
Paul Hale.
Oh.
Someone,
Can you put it
if
in
you
the
put it in the
chat?
chat, maybe someone can
Oh,
let me
please
know.
type it in the chat. Yeah.
And somebody can let me know when he does that. Jerry Fisher,
No.
Bruce Bishop,
Yes.
Lydia Covey,
No.
Chris Bro,
No.
Rachel Heisler for Gwen Withrow,
No.
Dale Inman, Susan Lucas,
No.
Justin Besner,
No.
Don McDonald,
No.
Keith Nielsen,
No.
Deborah Fight,
No.
Ralph Fight,
No.
Maggie Witt,
No.
Jim Pickle,
No.
Ann Gebhardt,
No.
Dan Tully,
No.
Susan Wright.
No.
Oh, and Lauren, could you switch over to the roll call spreadsheet so that people can see their votes, please? A little bigger than that. 75. And go to the top, please, so they can see. Okay, so we're on Susan Wright.
No.
Susan Wright for Matt Tiskus.
No.
Galen Devine.
No.
Ken Moore.
And
No.
Galen, did you have something?
I was just going to tell you, Paul Hill said no, and it's in the chat, but I just want
I
him to
will
hear it.
Thank you. I will record no for Paul Hale. And Lauren, if you could keep scrolling while I'm going through these, please, so people can see their votes. Lisa Hendrickson.
No.
Ronnie Jones.
No.
Dr. Morris. I think that was a no.
No.
And
It's a
then
no.
Dr. Morris for Dale Gibble.
That's also no.
Thank you. Greg Murphy for Christiana, unless Christiana is here.
No.
And for yourself, Greg.
No.
Rolando for Brenda, and then for himself.
No and no.
Susan Fountain.
No.
Matt Patrick.
Yes.
Matt Patrick, yes. Becky Green.
No.
Roman Klein.
No.
I'll tell him your
I
business.
can't do it. This is.
Cheryl Thompson Draper.
No.
And Greg, I think you need to
I
mute.
apologize. Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
Saki Joseph.
No.
Yvonne Clusser. Come back to her.
Yvonne?
Walter West.
No.
Melissa Nur.
No.
And for Chuck Burnett.
No.
Tony Trevino.
No.
Give me 1 second. I'm just noting proxies here. Okay, Randy Perham.
Nope.
Leslie Thomas.
No.
Greg Harrell.
No.
Elaine Cook.
No.
Mary Jane Avery.
No.
Andy Eller.
No.
Lucy Trainer.
No.
Steve Jordan.
Yes.
Karen Marshall.
No.
Justin Nichols.
No.
Janera Lewis.
No.
And for Royce,
No.
Jane Cancino herself.
No.
Steve Evans.
No.
Robin Cooper.
No.
Adolfo Tejas.
No.
Rachel Horton,
No,
Patrick Wamhaugh,
I think Patrick had to drop.
oh, okay, Tisha Crow,
No.
Brandon
Can you hear me
Hodges.
now, Virgil?
Yes, Paul, we've got you down as a no, is that correct?
That is correct. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Oh.
Okay, give me 1 second, catching up here. Brandon Hodges dropped off, we think? No, Patrick dropped off. Brandon Hodges. Vice Chair Randall
No.
and Chairman George, are you voting?
Abstain.
Any other votes?
Virgil, I'm back on. I'm sorry.
Is that Patrick?
Yes, sir. My battery
And,
died.
how do you vote on this?
I concur with my colleague, my seatmate Rachel. No.
Okay, that's a no. Thank you.
Yes,
Any other votes to change or chime in?
Did Brandon Hodges not get the vote?
And Mr. Chair, you have 3 yeses, 56 noes, and 1 abstain.
Thank you. The motion fails. All right, we're back on the main motion now. Yeah, can we stand at ease for a minute? I'll be right back. Got my parliamentarian here.
That's your choice. You could hear a little bit of the debate in London.
Have a motion from the direction of our parliamentarian. If you want to substitute this clarification for yours, and we can work on that, or we can start over. It's up to you.
Yes, I would like to move to substitute the clarification that I submitted.
Okay, we have a motion to substitute. Virgil, do you have the language? Can you put it up?
Yeah, it may take me a moment here.
That's fine.
We could go back to the live doc. I will get that in the chat if you want to proceed with the motion.
Second.
Yeah, and I need a second on that. Yeah.
Second, Randy
Second.
from SD21.
Is that the clarification, Rolando?
Yes, the clarification, the 1F clarification.
Now we vote on the clarification first, right? We have point of information, Mr. Chairman, are we going to vote on the clarification, whether it's going to be approved or not?
We're still debating it. And
We're still in debate. We can take a substitution if Rolando is making one, and it will just basically substitute the whole thing. Or we can go and vote on the entire clarification, then come back and take his. Both will take us at the same place.
Not really, because if he substitutes, mine's off the table now.
Mr.
That's
Chairman,
right.
may I?
So, yeah, we can vote on it if you guys want it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to vote on mine first, and then he can substitute after mine gets voted on.
I get it. All right. So we have exhausted the debate on this. So we will go vote on this. Yes, sir. Is it Steve?
Steve Evans, can I rise to privilege for 2 seconds?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sorry.
Yes, Steve, go ahead.
I appreciate that so much, Lisa. A clarification, the substitution on the clarification, Jim, if Rolando makes a substitution, then we perfect both bodies of work. We perfect one, and then we perfect the other, and then we vote on which one we like. If we vote yours up, he doesn't get an opportunity to make his. If we vote yours down, then we go back into full debate. The fastest streamlined way to do this is to allow him to make his motion to substitute. We perfect yours, we perfect his, and then we vote on which one we like, up or down. That's how a substitution process works.
I yield to the parliamentarian. Yep, thanks.
Thank you, Steve. Rolando, I think, okay, it's coming up, so I see it.
Mr. Chairman, Rachel Horton, SD30. I have a quick point of information, I think, on these clarifications.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I to understand that we are working on both clarification 1 and 2 at the same time? Or
Yes, ma'am. You can do both. You can clarify either 1 or 2 or both by making amendments. Then once that whole process is over, we will vote it down, or we will say yes to 1 or yes to 2.
Okay.
Point of information, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Rolando has called his clarification 1 and 2, but actually my clarification that first came up, that's really the first one. It's also going to be clarified at the same time, right? Or proved up.
That is correct.
Okay, that's confusing. I'm sorry.
Oh, the 1 and 2 is both from Rolando. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, point of information is clarification 1 and clarification 2, that's really a single clarification from Rolando?
That is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Virgil. Rolanda, while, I mean, I think everyone can see it, while Virgil is formatting it, would you like to speak on your substitution?
Sure.
Oh, hold on. I think I got a second on this, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay. Who said yes?
Randy Perham, SD 21, second the motion.
Thank you, Randy.
Simplify.
Rolanda, would you like to speak while we are formatting the text?
Sure. Their ambiguity involving Rule 32 involves who can get the list and what can they do with the list. What can they do with the list is cleared up with the first clarification. What constitutes business of the Republican Party of Texas? As I said, that includes elections, and you can't have elections without campaigning. I would note that this definition is actually more restrictive than what was in the previous rules, and basically what was in practice, as long as I've been going to conventions. Before 2024, there was no restriction on the use of delegate list. You could use it for anything. This clarification defines business of the Republican Party as convention related. So in other words, you can't use the list to sell Mary Kay, or you can't use the list for commercial or business purposes, only for convention specific campaigning. So it is actually a more restrictive use than what RPT has used for 10, 20 years or however long we've been doing this. I mean, as far as releasing delegate lists. And it also defines who can receive the list. Note that the text of the rule says no one can receive the list outside RPT. And then in parentheses, it says including, and it lists various categories of people. Include does not mean only. So there are obviously other categories of people who are in RPT who should be eligible to receive the list. This clarification defines that as all convention delegates, which aligns with what Rule 32 said before it was changed in 2024. Again, that was the practice of RPT for many, many, many years. And somehow RPT survived and nobody got killed. I would note that all of this information is already public. It's already in 1 million voter databases. That's why we're spammed from the Trump campaign, from the RNC, and from every Republican campaign in the country. By restricting access to the delegate list, we're only preventing it being used for convention-specific purposes, which makes absolutely no sense. These people have signed up to be delegates. They should welcome the opportunity to learn as much as they can and to receive communications from people running from party offices. I know a few extra text messages the week before convention can be a little annoying, but I think that's a small price to pay to be informed delegates. And so I think this clarification clears up the confusion about what business of the RPT means and about who can receive the list. And I believe it is in line with the intent of the Rules Committee. As you saw in the statement from Mark Ramsey, this was only discussed for 15 minutes, but in those 15 minutes, they added categories of people. The author initially proposed an amendment, and they already added 2 categories of people. Had the debate not been cut short, they almost certainly would have added more categories of people. So I think this is more in line with what RPT has always done, with the fairness that we try to emphasize in all of the rest of our rules, and with what the intent was of the 2024 Convention Rules Committee.
Thank you, Rolando, and we will give me 1 second. Micah, am I looking at the list that is updated?
Yes, sir. I believe you should be. It's denoting what their motion, what they wanted to speak for.
Okay, I have Jim Pickle first. Jim, you're up. You're gonna have to unmute.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Jim Pickle, SD8. I rise against this clarification. The issue here, let's be clear. The issue is whether we're going to use delegate information they provided us for the convention for purposes of campaigning. That's the issue. And, Mr. Ramsey was chair of the Rules Committee. He was not a delegate. He was merely serving as chair. I would like a point of privilege at this point to speak to that issue about what the intent was of the committee by asking the author of the amendment to speak as to what her intent was, which is going to be the intent of the author of the bill as opposed to somebody that just heard it made in a committee meeting. So I'd like a point of privilege to allow Rachel Hooper 1 minute of my time to explain what the intent of the rule change was.
Give me a second. Jim, you got another minute. You can yield. If you want to speak for the rest of the 1 minute, you got it. Otherwise, we're going to the next person.
All right, I'll speak for it then. I listened to the videotape or the audio tape of the Rules Convention. The only 2 times the issue of campaigning with delegate list was mentioned in that video, in that audio, were contrary and said we should not use the list for campaigning. Nobody pushed back on that. Nobody stood up in that committee and said, oh, yes, we should raise it. Also at the convention, when the rules package was presented, nobody stood at the microphone and said, you know, this rule is going to stop campaigning. We should allow campaigning. So now 2 years later, we're going to second guess what happened during the convention and allow campaigning. The rules committee itself said, we don't want that to happen. The convention agreed with them. And now we're just going to basically say what I said before. The convention was stupid. We're smarter than they are. We're going to allow campaigning with their data, even though they expressly told us twice they did not want us to use their data for campaigning. So, and this whole thing about our data is already out there. I don't control other people's data. I only control the data that I'm responsible for, which my delegates gave me to safeguard for them. And just because other people have the list and Ted Cruz's campaign has all your email addresses, that doesn't mean we should give our list out. We are responsible for our list, not his. And we are responsible to answer to our delegates what they wanted done. I yield my time. Thank you.
Thank you. Jim, the next person on the list is Deborah Fight.
Yeah, I would like to speak to Pickle's remarks.
No, ma'am, you're gonna have to speak for the clarification 1 or 2.
Okay. So actually, when you look at the video, you will see that there was not a mention of campaign, nor does it mention campaign in the rules. So I asked Mark Ramsey to pull up all of his records and notes in that rule. And he said, with the exception of the author, which is who y'all are trying to get Rachel, no committee members advocated that there would be further restrictions on how the lists were used. And defining RPT business was not discussed at all. There was a concern that the rule should not be construed as to give advantage nor to disadvantage any candidate. And if you'll look at mission, the first note on our website, our own website says, by providing the infrastructure through which those who share our conservative principles can get involved in the political process, run for and be elected to public office. That is the very core of who we are. And we will be voting, and the delegates will be voting. And for them to go in blindly and not be able to see who is even on the ballot is ludicrous. And then I will end with this. There was a motion to remove email address, to email phone numbers and physical addresses, but it did not even get enough votes to be debated. So that failed without a debate at that convention.
Thank you, Deborah. Next person on the list is Kristen Bentley.
Kristen Bentley speaking in favor of the substitution in its entirety. First, I want to say that I served on rules at convention, and I think that this is an excellent clarification. First of all, the party business 100% includes electing party officers. And elections, always what goes along with elections is campaigning. You cannot deny candidates or voters campaigning and what that means and the kind of communication and that facilitates. It's all about being able to communicate effectively, whether it's the candidate or the voter. And we facilitate that as party business at convention. It's one of the most important aspects of convention. It's one of the most direct things that delegates do. A lot of delegates don't participate in the early process of when we're having these hearings, or I'm sorry, committee hearings and meetings. We have, but all of them participate in elections, and it is our job to facilitate that as a party. It was never my intention. I agree with Mark Ramsey. If the current interpretation had been put in writing as what it was in the previous motion, because Jen's amendment or clarification, I'm sorry, Jen's clarification pretty much is the current interpretation that's being used. I don't believe that the committee would have voted for it, because it's very in plain English, spells it out, if that, and it denies elections, but it also creates a very uneven playing field. And it is not fair to deny a list of voters to one candidate and allow another candidate to have that same list of voters. That is so against our principles. It is what has frustrated the business of the party currently. It has created so much controversy, and it speaks to why we would even be allowed to change the rule if that's what we wanted to do this evening. But the clarification essentially allows us to proceed the convention business.
Thank you, Kristen. Next person on the roll is Leslie Thomas.
I moved to amend Rolando's.
Okay.
Anyone
Hold on, give me a second. Let's get Virgil situated for a second. Are you able to type that into the chat, Leslie? Your amendment?
Leslie, how long are we talking here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words.
Oh, I can type 9 words. Go ahead.
Okay. So after anyone outside the Republican Party of Texas shall mean anyone who is not a delegate to the state convention. And here's what my amendment goes. But does not include non-delegates running for office.
Running for party office?
Yes, running for party office.
Give me a color here.
Leslie, can you see the screen? Are you able to read it? Is it good?
It looks good.
Okay. Virgil, while you're formatting it, I'm gonna let Leslie speak for it.
It needs a second.
Yeah, let me run the meeting, please. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, Ronnie Johns, is that you?
Yes, Ronnie Jones, SD12.
Okay.
So what this does is it just brings it into compliance with the rest of the party rules. One is one does not have to be a delegate to run for chair, vice chair, or SREC. That's the sum of my comment.
And Leslie, do I have it in the correct place?
Yes.
Thank you. Any other discussion on this?
I have a point of information.
Go ahead, Deborah.
I believe that this is already the case. I think Walter West can speak on this because I think that there was a situation.
You need your point of information, please.
Okay, is this rule already in place? Is it already in place that you do not have to be a delegate to be running for a party office? That's my question.
It is, you're not excluded.
Okay. Thank you.
Point of information.
Yes, Kristen. Kristen, is that you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chairman. Wouldn't the way we're clarifying it, though, may create some confusion as to what anyone outside of the Republican Party of Texas would the clarification create an inconsistency?
Give me 1 second. So, Kristen, I got a question for you. Can you clarify which one you're talking about? Are you talking about Leslie's amendment, or are you talking about the clarification? The whole thing?
I guess I'm talking about Deborah's point of information.
That's asked and answered. I don't have a way to answer you.
Okay. Thank you, Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, point of information, Andy Eller.
Okay, you guys, so if you don't mind, can you guys all clear your reactions? Because we have so many people raise hands earlier and it's still all there. So if you're not raising your hands to speak, then I'm gonna go through the list. Okay, I'm gonna go to
Mr. Chairman, point of information, and this is on the amendment, Leslie's amendment.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait your turn, buddy.
Even though it's an interrupting motion?
Give me a second, hold on. Did you say a request for information?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if Leslie's amendment is not added, it means that somebody who is not a delegate running for party office like SREC or chair or vice chair would not be eligible to get the list. Is that correct?
Let me read it again.
It's a double negative.
That is correct.
Point of information, Mr. Chairman, Jim Pickle, SD8.
Yes,
We're
sir.
we're defining people outside the party. And that means anybody who's not a delegate, but does not include non-delegates. So they would be now inside the party for purposes of this rule. So you're excluding them because they're not a delegate, but then you're putting them back in because they're running for office. Is that how it reads?
That's correct. That's how I'm reading it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to I see Rachel Horton as the next person to speak.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I think I'll be rising against this particular amendment just because I understand, looking at it now, I understand where it's coming from, but I also look at this and say, okay, if we're including non-delegates who are running for party office who decide, well, gee, today I really want, the list of all the delegates so that I can send them whatever. We have situations like we did, oh my gosh, how long ago was that, with Alex Stein running for office is kind of a joke. I really, as much as I appreciate sometimes his sense of humor, that's not something that we want to encourage for the party. And that is an extreme example of one end of things. On the other side, I understand where Leslie's coming from when you can't be a state delegate, but at the same time, you do care deeply about the party. What do you do then? I don't think that necessarily this is the place to discuss this particular category of person running for office.
Thank you, Rachel. The next person on this is Rolando Garcia.
No, I think I had my hand raised from originally. No, I don't want to speak on the amendment.
Okay, next one I have is Paul Hale. Paul, are you able to speak? We want to hear from you.
Yeah, mine
There
kind
you
of
go.
gets delayed.
We finally got it.
Okay. Me okay?
We can hear you. Not anymore. We can see you. We can't hear you. Whatever you did, put it back. We can't hear you, Paul. All right, I'm gonna go to Ronnie Jones. Sorry.
Yeah, Ronnie Jones, SD12. I want to speak in favor of the amendment. Just kind of experiencing how Senate and district conventions go. Sometimes there's retaliation, and if there's a retaliation against a sitting member of the SREC and that person still wants to run for another term, they're going to be excluded from being able to actually utilize this clarification because they're not able to get a hold of any of the information because a specific group in their specific Senate district prevented them from being a delegate. I yield my time.
Can I have a point of information?
Who am I talking to? Sorry.
This is Rolando.
Rolando, yes, sir.
The point of information is the category of people that is included in the clarification, convention delegates. That is in addition to, not in place of, the categories of people already listed in Rule 32, which includes sitting SRECs.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Next person is Andy Eller.
Somebody said Rachel Hester was next.
No, I took my hand down, Mr. Chairman. I don't need to
Okay,
speak.
I have Rachel Heisler. Rachel, were you going to speak or? Okay.
Yes, Rachel Heisler, SD4. I'm speaking in favor of Leslie's amendment because last convention, my running mate running for chair was not a delegate, and he chose not to be a delegate because he wanted someone else to be able to have that opportunity to attend convention and have a vote. So certainly this is a situation that can indeed happen. And then I'm also speaking, if I may, in favor of Rolando's substitute motion. As someone who's been a candidate, I cannot imagine running a serious campaign where I did not know the universe of my voters.
Okay, thank you, Rachel. We're going to stick with the amendment for now. We'll come back to it. I don't see anyone else wanting to speak. So we're gonna go to a vote on the amendment. Virgil, you're up for a record vote.
All right, I'll be ready in 5 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, Lauren, if you could go to the roll call spreadsheet.
Virgil, would you mind reading again what we're voting on, just for
This is
clarification?
on-
Just Virgil, go ahead. The amendment only.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is the Thomas amendment to the Garcia substitute to the pickle clarification.
If that
Who's
included
on
that-
first? What's on second?
Find out.
I don't know. Who's on third?
Love it.
Just saying.
Hey, y'all asked. So I'm actually calling that the brief description of the vote. This is the Thomas amendment to Garcia substitute to pickle clarification.
Yeah, that's
And the effect, to be serious, the effect would be to add the words underlined in blue in the live document to number.
Can we go
2
back to what
in-
we're voting on? And thank you. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, it just says, it adds after the convention on the line 2, does not include non-delegates running for party office. Basically, if someone is running for party office, they also get the list, even if they're not a delegate.
Great. Okay, so we can go back to the roll call now because you'll have to be able to see your votes. Okay, beginning with Kristen Bentley,
Yes.
Paul Hale,
Yes.
Jerry Fisher,
Yes.
Bruce Bishop,
Yes.
Lydia Covey,
Yes.
Chris Bro,
Yes.
Rachel Heisler for Gwen,
Yes.
Dale Inman, Susan Lucas,
Yes.
Justin Besner,
Yes.
Don McDonald,
Yes.
Keith Nielsen,
Yes.
Deborah Fight,
Yes.
Ralph Fight,
Yes.
Yes.
Maggie Witt,
Yes.
Jim Pickle,
Abstain.
Ann Gebhardt,
Yes.
Dan Tully,
Yes.
Susan Wright,
Yes.
and for Matt Tiskus,
Yes.
Aylin Devine,
Yes, please.
Ken Moore,
Yes.
Lisa Hendrickson,
Yes.
Ronnie Jones,
Yes.
Dr. Morris,
Yes.
and for Dale Gibble,
Yes.
Christiana Keeler by Greg Murphy,
Yes.
and for yourself,
Yes.
Rolando for Brenda, and then for yourself,
Yes and yes.
Susan Fountain,
Yes.
Matt Patrick,
Yes.
Becky Green,
Yes.
Roman Klein,
Yes.
Cheryl Thompson Draper,
Yes.
Saki Joseph,
Yes.
Yvonne Clouser,
Yes.
Walter West,
Affirmative.
Melissa Nur,
Yes and yes.
and yes for Chuck. Okay. Tony Trevino,
Yes.
ignore that, people. Randy Perm,
Yes.
Leslie Thomas,
I love you guys. Thank you very much. Yes.
Greg Harrell,
Yes.
Elaine Cook,
Yes.
Mary Jane Avery,
Yes.
Andy Eller,
Yes.
Lucy Trainer,
Yes.
Steve Jordan,
Yes.
Karen Marshall,
Yes.
Justin Nichols,
Yes.
Janera Lewis for herself and for Royce Albrecht,
Yes and yes.
Jane Cancino, we'll come back, Steve Evans,
Yes.
Robin Cooper,
Yes.
Adolfo Tejas,
Yes, sir.
Rachel Horton,
No.
Patrick Momhoff,
Yes.
Tisha Crow,
Yes.
Brandon Hodges. Before I get to the chair and vice chair, anybody else?
Jane Cancino, I vote yes.
Thank you, Jane. Vice Chair Randall,
Yes.
Chairman George,
Abstain.
and any changes or modifications? Going once, going twice. Mr. Chair, the vote is 58 yes, 1 no, 2 abstain, and it should pass.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. We're gonna take about a 5-minute break so we can use restrooms. It's 8:49 on my clock. Let's come back at 8:55, 6 minutes. Everyone, we're back. We're back in session. Let's get moving. Everyone, we're back. We're back in session. I'm not sure why I'm getting an echo.
I'm sorry. That was me.
Thanks, Steve.
I've got the YouTube stream up too, so you're hearing yourself delay.
Ah, that's what it is.
And Mr.
All
Chairman,
right.
I do have a point of information as we get started.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm trying to understand. So the clarification from Rolando, and he may have to answer this. When it says for eligible purposes is, for instance, because I'm SD24, would I only get the list for SD24 when I run for SREC SD24, or would I get the entire state list?
Eligible purposes in section 2 refers to the purposes outlined in section 1, and that would include anything, any type of convention related communication. It doesn't necessarily restrict you to your SREC race. If you wanted to send a communication to the, on behalf of a chair candidate, that would not restrict you, because the business is defined as any kind of advocacy related to anything we're going to be voted on, not just what you in particular may be running for.
Yeah, so that's right. So let's just say, Andy, you have a resolution or something you want to pass or add it to platform. You want to send that out to the entire delegation. That would be permissible under this, or the entire delegation, because that will be considered the business of the party, right? Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. So in other words, I could get the entire statewide list.
For the purposes of convention, yes, sir. It's the keyword. You can use it for your real estate business.
Thank you. I don't have a real estate business, but that's fine. Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Chair, just this is your secretary.
Yes, sir.
I just had I guess a meeting piece of business here. The person who left Chris's iPhone, can we confirm that that was Chris Bro?
Yeah, Chris left.
Okay, that was Chris Bro. It wasn't. I'm trying to think if we have any other Chris's right now.
That was Chris Bro.
Okay, so Lydia Covey now holds Chris's proxy.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. We are back on the main motion, or the clarification, amended with Leslie's amendment that is passed. We are back in the session, so we haven't exhausted the discussion on this one. So if anyone else wants to speak, you can raise your hand. I am clearing the chat at this point, then we'll start over. Not chat, the hand raise.
Oh, phew.
Okay, but can you hear me and allow me?
Hey, Paul. Yeah, welcome back.
I want to speak to the whole thing. In case y'all
You
lose
can't
me later.
speak to the whole thing. You got to speak to the clarification.
Okay.
Rolando's clarification, sir.
Okay. I'll yield. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Now, I have Rachel Horton first, Ronnie Johns next. Rachel, you're recognized.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. I'm looking at the part 1 for the clarification. Do we need any further clarification on the information and advocacy portion related to the business of convention that delegates will be deciding upon? This, to me, seems like it includes a broad spectrum of everything from vendors who may purchase booths at convention to, I'm thinking, folks lobbying the Legislative Priorities Committee. Like, where do we draw the line there? Because to me, that seems pretty broad. And
if a delegate wants to buy the list with this, and I'm assuming you asked me a question.
Well,
Right, okay. The delegate wants to buy the list, or I don't know how the process will be, but once they get it, if they want to sell Chick-fil-A at the convention center, yeah, they can use it. As long as it's within the business of the convention, I think. Unless you guys want to clarify that, please do. Okay, Ronnie, you're up.
I'm gonna lower my hand and think about that one for a minute.
Silliness.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't have any more hands. So I will say okay, Steve Jordan raised a hand. Okay, go ahead, and Steve.
I just
See you in the
wanted to
morning, my
say,
love.
yeah, I appreciate the clarity of Rolando's statements here, section 1 and 2, but it seems to me that the 2022 rules had the ability for anybody to get this list, any delegate or alternate, and that was the specific change made in the 2024 rules. That was exactly what they were trying to do, was stop people from doing that. So I think it's very clear that they don't want everybody and their brother getting this list for any reason at all. Otherwise, they would have just left it alone. So, I mean, I don't really know that I necessarily agree with them. I would like the list, but I don't think there should be any ambiguity about why they made the change, because they specifically made that one change and they could have just left it. So I don't want to open this up and give this list out to such a wide swath of people, especially with all of this information.
Okay.
Point of information, Mr. Chairman.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it true that this Rolando clarification just drops us back to the 2022 use of the list, except now we don't get to charge $2,500 for it?
Well, actually, no, it does not. It's similar to the 2022 rules, but again,
This is a point of information to the chair, not a debate.
Okay. it will essentially take us back there in spirit. The language is not the same, and the language at the bottom says the chair may implement a reasonable process for handling these requests. So I'm just going to be very open with you guys. If this passes as it is, which I think it will, I'm going to find whatever the fee was in 2022 or 2024. I'm going to put that in there as a form and the fee.
So again, point of information, we're going right back to what we had in 2022 and telling the 2024 delegation they were stupid and we're going to fix it.
I'm not advised on that.
that's an argument. That's not a point of order. That's an argument.
Yes. So
Chairman,
I have Adolph.
This is Gaylan. Can I have a point of information, please?
Sure.
So without these changes, I'm looking forward to like 2028. How would someone run for national delegate to the national convention without getting access to the list? Not just looking at today, looking at the unintended consequences of later. Can you answer that, please?
You're gonna have to state that again. Can you say that again, please?
If we keep Rule 32 as is, how would someone running for national delegate to the 2028 National Convention coming to Texas, how would someone run for national delegate without being able to purchase or get the statewide delegate list?
Are you asking as the rule is as it is today or after the
Yes, sir.
clarification?
As it is today.
As it is today, I don't know. It's in 2028. I'm not sure how to answer that.
I'm just asking like unintended consequences of us not thinking down the road and just thinking of today.
Yeah, so the rule, all of these rules, the temporary rules that we're about to change, if we're going to change anything or clarify, all of that ends at the convention. So you can change, make all the changes you want at the convention if there are, I mean, I'm sure there are other places and roles that people want to make changes as well.
Thank
Okay,
you.
next person is Adolfo.
First of all, I think Galen's question is something that definitely needs to be addressed by the rules. But second of all, I think we all understand what the issue was and the unfairness of what was there. And I think this covers it. And I just want to state, I support what we're doing here and the way it is written today. Thank you.
Thank you. The next person I have is Steve Evans.
Mr. Chairman, I have a motion to amend, and everybody says, "Ah."
Yes, sir, what's your amendment? Virgil, give us a second. Virgil, are you ready?
Yep, I'm typing.
Okay, you see it, number 2, where it says, receive a delegate list.
Mm-hmm.
Comma, with addresses redacted.
There you go.
Which addresses?
Only one,
Exactly.
only one address.
Phys-
though. The
No,
address-
physical address or
We have physical email and
Email
cell
address.
phone numbers. or phone
Yeah, I
numbers.
would say physical residential addresses.
Well, Steve, it's your
listed
motion.
with all addresses redacted, but that could catch mailing addresses. With all physical addresses redacted.
point of information, Steve. So in essence, what Galen was saying in regards to communicating with delegates, email
Hold
would
on,
not
hold
count.
on. We're not there yet. I don't know whose iPad 2. We're not recognized.
Sorry, that's Lisa. My bad.
Okay, Lisa.
Hey, I own it. I screwed up.
Let's put that in there first. Then I need a second.
I'll second it. Steve
All right,
Jordan,
so
25.
I'm looking at the screen, comma with physical addresses redacted to use, comma to use for eligible purposes. Okay. All right, I have a motion and a second. Lisa, you want to ask a point of order or point of information? What do you want?
Oh, lots of things I want. Anyway, point of information, Steve, can you please clarify like physical address, mailing address, email address?
Well, it says physical address in the motion.
Well, I was clarifying. The chairman asked what did I want, so there.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Lisa. Steve, would you speak for your motion amendment?
I would love to lay out my motion. So,
Yes, sir,
you know,
please.
in the discussion with various SREC members, this seems to be the biggest issue is addresses. I would have thought it would have been text or emails, but a lot of comments. I don't want anybody having my mailing address. I don't want anybody having my mailing address either. And yeah, everyone can jump up here and make the argument they're already out, whatever. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe you have mine, maybe you don't. But if we restrict it a little bit, you get a name, you get a phone number, you get an email, go do your campaign business, whatever. Just don't hit my mailbox with 42 mailers. I'm hoping that this amendment might satisfy some of the concerns and make this clarification more palatable. Mr. Chairman, I yield.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyone in opposition or anyone wants to speak? Hold on. I'm going to go line by line. I have Brenda Randall first, Steve Jordan next. Brenda, you're recognized.
Okay, I just want to get some clarification. So when we talk about charging a fee, is that for
You're
all?
gonna have to speak for the amendment for the time
okay.
being.
Okay, then I withdraw.
Okay, Steve Jordan, are you speaking on the amendment?
I'm speaking in favor of Steve Evans' amendment.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So yeah, this satisfies my primary concern here and the concern of my delegates. I polled a few people before coming to the meeting tonight, and that was literally the specific thing they said. They don't want their physical address. It's just given out to anybody. Text messages, they know they're going to get them. Emails, they know they're going to get them, but they don't want people knowing where they live. So this solves the problem for me, and I would like to be on record as the second for this one.
by the way, Virgil.
Thank you. Next person is Rolando. Would you like to speak?
Yes, I'll speak against. First of all, it still creates an uneven playing field because every SREC already has the full delegate list for their SD, including physical addresses. So now we're saying, okay, if you're a challenger to an SREC, you don't get the whole list, only part of the list, which, maybe you wanted, if you had money to send a piece of mail. Now, I would say before 2024, there were no restrictions on any of this. I mean, all of us I've been attending conventions since 2012, and I remember getting mail directed to delegates, like, postage mail. And I'm sure it was going on even before that. And in all that time, again, nobody was killed, okay? And again, everyone's address, unless you fall into a very narrow category of protected people, everyone's address is already online. You can look up your county voter registrar. You can look it up in lots of places. And it's important to remember that these delegate lists, we're not publishing them. We're not posting them on a website, okay? We're just, releasing them to qualified requesters in a way that the RPT has done for decades, okay? And so I understand the concern about addresses, but I feel like it's too late to at least in this cycle, because we've already created a disparity by giving unredacted lists to SRECs, and so it would be unfair to proceed by giving redacted lists to our challengers.
Thank you, Rolando. The next person is Rachel Horton.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I actually this is the one thing that would actually put me in favor of this particular rendition of clarification on this amendment, because every last person that I have talked to has said as their objection to us going in and changing the rule or clarifying the rule is that suddenly we will have delegates and non-delegates and everybody and their dog, vendors, whoever, having access to privileged information that may or may not put people in danger. And the risk of doxing, y'all, I don't know if you know, but our Attorney General was doxed 2 years ago. And so these kinds of issues, respectfully, Rolando, were not something that was an issue until about 2 years ago. So honestly, I don't think the Republican Party of Texas needs to be bearing the responsibility of providing a list that could be doxed from when we have the power and authority to stop it under Rule 32. So as I said, this amendment would be the only thing that would put me in favor of this particular clarification. The physical home addresses need to be redacted. And I would also potentially be looking at other amendments to the clarification number 1 as well. But I am in favor of this amendment.
Thank you, Rachel. The next person on the docket is Ronnie Jones.
Ronnie Jones, SD 12. I want to speak in favor of Steve's amendment. This is a very good point that regardless of how things have always been done, times change, things change, everything changes. If you don't want change, just wait a minute. This is the one thing that is not necessary at convention. I'm a true believer that convention is our opportunity for Republicans to network amongst each other. The way we network most of the time is by phone. Phone numbers are a given, text messages are a given. That's just how we communicate nowadays. So compared to the past, once again, things change. That's the one change, is that we communicate by phone. We don't mail stuff to each other anymore. And with the environment that we live in today's day and age, it's just best that we limit as much information as we can while utilizing the technology that's at our hands. And physical addresses do not fit that mold anymore. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, point of information.
You're going to have to tell me who you are.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Chairman. This is Tisha Crow, SD 31.
Yes, Tisha, you're recognized.
I was wondering if the county would be part of that removed information, or is it going to be permissible to remain because counties can be necessary information. So when you remove address, are we talking about just street address, or are we talking about county? Because when you're talking about whipping a vote, sometimes you have to know what you have in a county.
It says physical address, and the county is included in that, in my opinion, so unless you guys want to amend the amendment.
Whose amendment was
All
this,
right.
Mr. Chairman?
This is Steve Evans. Everyone else, can you guys stop talking if you're unmuted, please?
Is Steve Evans' motion?
Who's speaking?
This is still Tisha. I was still clarifying.
It's not a back and forth. You gotta ask a question.
I did.
And I give you an answer.
So it is Steve Evans. I was clarifying, Mr. Chairman. This is Steve Evans' motion then, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I would like to offer Steve a friendly amendment. This is Kristen Bentley, SD1.
It's not, we're not taking amendments. Hold on a second.
It's an amendment to the amendment.
Yeah. All right, what's the amendment? Hold on. Virgil, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Something's happened with the screen sharing on what I'm seeing. Are you all seeing that issue too, that the screen sharing is really big now?
No, it's good.
No.
Okay, that must just be on my screen. Yeah, I'm ready for the amendment.
Kristen, go ahead.
Can we just add excluding, or my amendment would be to excluding county of residence.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how you might want to phrase that, Kristen.
Other than county could be added to the word after the word redacted.
Or with the exception of?
Isn't a county part of a list anyway to know what?
Well, it is. That's why I was thinking.
I mean, it may not be necessary, in other words. I mean,
All right, I'm gonna go back. Give me a second. Steve Evans, are you there?
I am here.
Are you, in your definition, when you made this amendment, are you telling us you are okay with the county, the names of the counties be listed, I mean, shared, or are you talking about, since it's a fiscal address, it would go from, I mean, a regular fiscal address is address, city, state, country. It doesn't have county in there, but since it is a geographical subdivision of our state, are you including county in that, or are you don't care?
I am looking at, if everyone will go look at the list that they were submitted, it was submitted in a spreadsheet form. And the address fields that have the house number, street number, city, state, and zip code, I'm asking for those to be retracted. That list is sorted by county. Who cares? Matter of fact, everyone needs to know which delegates are in which county so that we can reach out to them and by county. So I intended to leave the county sort in the left column and just redact the address.
Okay, the street address taken out.
All right,
Mr. Chair, the secretary might suggest that the amendment is unnecessary if we construe it to mean
That's right. Yeah.
redacting the address field only.
That will work. Kristen, if you can withdraw the amendment, we'll go with that.
Okay, I withdraw the amendment.
Steve, thank
I'd
you
like
for
to
your
speak.
clarification.
If I could, I'd like to speak on the amendment.
I need to know who that is again.
Deborah Fight.
Okay. For speaking, put your hand up and we'll go in order.
Yeah, I did. It's
Okay, you're in there. I have like 3 people before you.
Oh, thank you.
Rachel Heisler, you're up.
Rachel Heisler, SD4, speaking to the amendment. If you're not redacting the county, then you are able to go to that county's CAD and look that person up and find their physical address. So if we're trying to address safety and doxing, you can't leave the county.
Thank you. Tisha, you are up next. Tisha Crow, you're next.
I got my question answered. Thank you, Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Deborah Fight, you're up next.
Yeah, I was gonna expound a little bit more on Rachel. Having looked up 438 delegates in SD7, she's exactly right. It's public record, and unless you opt out, which is a rule that RPT passed, you can opt out and your information will not be public. But if you have a VU, if you have a lot of times an email, if you have some information, a name, then you're going to be able to get the address because it's public information. So maybe the party could do something like suggest, you know, if people want their addresses moved, put a PO box. You can put a PO box. You can get an email that's like, you know, for Deborah Fight at 2026 convention at Yahoo, whatever. So you can work and be creative if you do not want your information out. But it's a moot point to put in here that addresses are redacted from our delegate list because anybody can find them already.
Okay, I'm going to give a clarification on Deborah's thing. Our RPT rules does not have an option to opt out.
No,
maybe
but the
state law
voters
there
do.
is, but yeah, we don't have an option to opt out unless you guys make that as a rule and a process. So
Well,
the next
actually, Abraham, it was debated and a lot of at the convention, 2 conventions ago, and there was a lot of debate against people opting out because they were saying it would make it harder for credentials to be able to tell if people voted or not. But
okay.
it passed
So we
anyway.
don't have a rule. You're saying the rule motion failed back then.
Nope, it passed. In spite of arguing, it was going to make it harder on credentials. There are people that opted out. Many of our judges, our elected officials, police officers, prosecutors, they have opted out. Rachel Hooper opted out. You cannot go on a public record. I couldn't go fill in the missing
All right,
addresses.
I'm gonna,
people that opted
Deborah,
out.
thank you.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. We're gonna stand at ease for a second. Oh, shoot. The amendment of Steve Evans. Lisa Hendrickson, you're up next. Lisa, are you still here? Okay, I'm going to the next person. Lisa, are you not here? Okay, Rachel Horton, you're up.
Mr. Chairman, I just have 2 quick points of clarification on on the clarification to the clarification.
Yes, ma'am.
We've said that anyone else, so this clarification on Rule 32, as it reads, number 2 says anyone outside of the Republican Party of Texas. That specific phrase, and this is what I was looking for. That specific phrase in Rule 32 The business, all lists of delegates and alternates are exclusively for the business of the Republican Party of Texas and may not be disclosed to anyone outside of the Republican Party of Texas. So it's that first sentence, y'all, that we're clarifying here. And I think that we really need to be cognizant of how we're interpreting this, because we've got anyone outside of the Republican Party of Texas is going to mean anyone who is not a delegate to the current state convention, but does not include non-delegates running for party office. And so any convention delegate may request and receive a delegate list with all physical addresses redacted to use for eligible purposes. So in total, we're looking, it's still, I'm appreciative of the addition of the amendment for with all physical addresses redacted. If we are selling, or if we are if we're handing out this list.
Are we debating, or is this a point of inquiry?
This is not a point of inquiry.
Okay.
Well,
He is debating.
it should be. Yeah.
She's up next. She is debating. You have one more minute.
So I think as amended, it's fine, but as the well, I was on a roll there for a second. Any convention delegate may request and receive a delegate list with all physical addresses redacted to use for eligible purposes. As written, I could be potentially in favor of this one, but I'm still not a huge fan of providing this list, because it puts the Republican Party of Texas in that position to say that anybody outside is welcome to request. Do we have the option to deny? That would be
Point of information, Chairman Lisa Hendrickson, SREC, SC12. Sorry, I couldn't unmute. I had my question answered / comment done. Apologies.
No problem. Thank you. Virgil, I'm going to recognize you because you said something earlier you wanted to ask.
So I've got a question. I think my colleague Deborah Feit alluded to it a little earlier, but we've got delegates who are not on their addresses are not public when you look up a VUID. And some of those include prosecutors or law enforcement or elected officials. For whatever reason, they've asked to be excluded. If I send a delegate list as a convention chair to the RPT, and it includes a VUID, it includes a phone number and an email address, but doesn't include a residential address, is that a list that the RPT would reject, or would they accept it knowing that there are special exceptions to physical address information?
Current practice is we go back to the county chair and get them to put an address there. So we currently have everyone's address.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Kristen Bentley, you're up next.
Okay, thank you. Kristen Bentley, SD1, I'm speaking in favor. I don't think by redacting the physical addresses that we are impeding the business of the party. And I think it just offers protection for those who are not on the CAD. And these are people who do participate as delegates who may have been a prosecutor, judge, for various reasons. Now, anyone who's campaigning or anyone who gets the list could still go to the trouble of getting addresses, physical addresses from the CAD. But it would protect those whose addresses are not on there. And so I think this is a reasonable rule or clarification that does not interfere with party business and just gives that layer of protection that some delegates do need. And so that's why I'm in favor of it.
Thank you. Justin Nichols, you're next.
Mr. Chairman, I just have a point of information.
Yes, sir.
No matter how strict we make this, are we still going to have the opportunity to cast a vote for or against the pickle versus Rolando version or neither version? Will that still be afforded to us by the time we get to the end of the versions? Or are we
Yes.
have we moved on? I want to make sure we're going to have that opportunity.
No, sir. So the way it works is once this amendments and the debate on this Rolando version is done, we will go to a vote between pickle or Rolando because it is a substitution.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Randy Perham, you're up next.
Mr. Chair, Randy Perham, SD 21. I have a point of inquiry. Does
sir.
for the purpose of this particular amendment or the whole clause, does a candidate, can we define what a candidate would be, such as is an SREC member considered a candidate? And if so, would they have access to the GOP data center? That's my inquiry.
Can you state that again? Sorry.
If a person is looking to get access to this data list as a candidate, whether they're an SREC member or any stated candidate for any office, they can apply to get access to the GOP data center, correct?
Yeah. I think all the SREs already have it. Yeah.
Correct. So then would it be sensible that that person can still get access to all the information just based on the names on the delegate list, even though the addresses are redacted to still serve the purpose that they wanted to have addresses?
If they're willing to put in the work, I guess, yes.
Point of
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
clarification, Chairman. Those email
no.
addresses are not a GOP data, correct?
Tell us who you are,
I'm
please.
sorry, Lisa Hendrickson, SREC SD12. Email addresses
Yes.
are not in the GOP data center, correct?
No, email addresses are not, but we're talking about the physical address now. The
Thank you.
actual
Point of clarification.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I do not self-identify as a he.
My bad. Hey, it's only 9:34. Okay, it's only been like a 15-hour day. Jim Pickle, you're up next.
I'm not even a biologist, and I can tell Lisa Hendrickson's not a boy.
I'm gonna take that as a compliment, Jim.
I speak in favor of this amendment. Let me read you something that I got from a former state rep. He said, "I never would have given my address if I knew they were going to change the rule retroactively. We spent a bunch of money removing my address from public records. Do you know how many people have threatened to kill me?" Okay, so this is from a state rep, former state rep. That's one of the kind of people that would be a delegate, but they have their information removed. We need, again, we can't protect everybody from everything. All we can do is be good stewards of the information we've been given. And we got that information from people understanding, like this guy, that we weren't going to share it with anybody because he just spent tons of money getting it unshared. So if we're going to pass this substitution, we need to make sure this physical address thing, the redacted, passes and goes with it. Doxing is not something to mess around with. People have been killed, followed, it's not something, and we just, like I say, we can't fix everything, but we can be good stewards of what we've been given. And that's what we're doing. I yield.
Thank you, Jim. I do want to make it clear that this doesn't stop anybody. I mean, anyone within the party or outside of the party, they have GOP data center or I360 or Red Map data, any of the companies access, or basically any public data like MLS for real estate, things like that. You can look up people. So it's not, we're not gonna be able to stop everything, but this is an amendment. I think that's reasonable to a lot of people. So I don't see any other discussion on this. No one's hands up. Sorry, I see. Well, okay, Justin and Randy, you both spoke. So I'm gonna go and assume that we're done with the discussion on the amendment. Let's do a roll call.
All right, Mr. Chair, I'm ready. Lauren, can we switch over to the roll call sheet, please? And I've got Chuck. I'm showing Chuck Burnett as having joined the meeting, so his proxy goes away. And have there been any other changes to attendance since the last vote besides that and Chris Bro having to leave? Okay, so this is the vote on Steve Evans' amendment to Rolando Garcia's substitute to Jim Pickles' clarification. Kristen Bentley,
Yes.
Paul Hale,
Yes.
Jerry Fisher,
Yes.
Bruce Bishop,
Yes.
Lydia Covey,
Yes.
Lydia Covey for Chris Bro,
Yes.
Rachel Heisler for Gwen Withrow,
Yes.
Dale Inman, Susan Lucas,
Yes.
Justin Besner,
Yes.
Don McDonald,
Yes.
Keith Nielsen,
Yes.
Deborah Fight,
Yes.
Ralph Fight,
Yes.
Maggie Witt,
Yes.
Jim Pickle,
Yes.
Ann Gebhardt,
Yes.
Dan Tully,
Yes.
Susan Wright,
Yes.
and for Matt Tiskus,
Yes.
Galen Devine,
Yes, please.
Ken Moore,
Yes.
Lisa Hendrickson,
Yes.
Ronnie Jones,
Yes.
Dr. Melinda Morris,
Yes.
Dale Gibble,
Yes.
Christiana Keeler,
Yes.
by proxy. And for the record, of course, Melinda's voting for Dale and Greg's voting for Christiana and Greg for himself.
Yes.
Rolando for Brenda and then for himself.
Yes and yes.
Susan Fountain.
Aye.
Susan Fountain. We'll come back. Matt Patrick.
Yes.
Becky Green.
Yes.
Roman Klein.
Yes.
Cheryl Thompson Draper.
Yes.
Saki Joseph.
Yes.
Yvonne Klauser.
Yes.
Walter West.
Yes.
Melissa Nur.
Yes.
Chuck Burnett for himself.
Yes.
Tony Trevino.
Yes.
Randy Perham. Randy Perham.
Yes. Sorry.
Gotcha. Leslie Thomas.
Yes.
Greg Harrell.
Yes.
Elaine Cook.
Yes.
Mary Jane Avery.
Yes.
Andy Eller.
Yes.
Lucy Trainer.
Yes.
Steve Jordan.
Yes.
Karen Marshall.
Yes.
Justin Nichols.
Yes.
Janera Lewis and Janera for Royce.
Yes and yes.
Jane Cancino.
Yes.
Steve Evans.
Yes.
Robin Cooper.
Yes.
Adolfo Tejas.
Yes.
Rachel Horton.
Yes.
Patrick Wamha.
Yes.
Tisha Crow.
Yes.
Any changes or additions before I get the
Mr.
chair and vice chair?
Secretary,
Is that
Mr.
Susan?
Secretary, this is Susan. I vote yes, please.
Susan
Sorry.
Fountain votes yes. Thank you. Anybody else? Vice Chair Randall
Yes.
and Chairman George.
Abstain.
And Mr. Chair, you have 60 yes, 0 no, and 1 abstain.
Thank you, sir. All right, if we can put the Rolando clarification back on the screen, let's go back to that. As amended.
Mr. Chair, Randy Perham, SD 21, point of information.
Let's wait until we get this done. So.
Roger that.
Virgil, when you're ready, we'll go back.
Where do you want to go, Mr. Chair?
No, I just want to go back to the main substitution. Rolando.
Yeah, we're showing
substitution.
the live doc on the screen currently.
Okay, if you can you guys bring it down a little bit? Are there any more discussion on this? No, actually, go up. I want to see the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I had my hand up.
Yes, sir. Steve Evans. Can I get? Yeah, Steve, you are next.
Mr. Chairman, members, as we, I hope, very soon vote on the final version of this, you're going to have two options. Pickle option, the Rolando option as amended. Great options. We can sit here all night and we will not create a perfect rule. It's impossible. We're not going to satisfy everybody. We're not going to satisfy every delegate. This is, wow, what an unbelievable hot button issue that I spent more time debating than anything else. And honestly, it's important, but we're wasting a lot of time. So let's vote on this. I think Rolando's clarification as amended satisfies what I believe as the large majority of the body and those that I have heard from that have requested this list and how we handle it. The convention is going to be good for less than 49 days now, and the convention delegates are going to get to take on this rule again, and it'll come back in some other form, but hopefully with our debate and the amendments that we've made, they'll take a look at it, understanding that this is important to address and deserves a lot of debate in that committee. And so I just want to end with this. Thank you for everyone that got on tonight and debated passionately. And let's vote and get out of here. I'm ready to call the question, but I'm going to wait because there's others to speak.
Call it.
Rolando, you were up next.
I was just going to call the question.
Second.
Thank you. Call it.
Hell yes.
Okay, I have a motion to call the question. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion to call the question and a second. We are going to vote on this. I'm going to go non-record on this, if you guys don't mind. If you don't mind, go ahead and unmute yourself so I can hear you.
Aye.
All in favor of calling the question, please say aye.
Aye.
All in opposition, please say nay.
Nay.
The ayes have it. Now let's go back to the clarification of two people. Give me 1 second. I need to talk to the parliamentarian.
Lauren, could you scroll down just a little bit, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, right there. To the moves the previous question, just so we see that passed.
If you'd like me to zoom out, and I definitely will.
Here, I'll fix that problem. There you go. And then you can show more of what's show 1 and 2 in purple.
Lauren, who's your puppy?
This is my pup Callaway.
He is precious.
Like the golf clubs.
Ms. Chairman, point of information, are we going to perfect both of these and then vote on them, or what are we doing here?
Give me 1 second. I told you I'm going to talk to the parliamentarian. I'm trying to figure it out too. Hold on a second. So.
Hi.
Steve may have a different version, but I think everybody's
That's
ready to
fine.
get out.
Yeah, we'll
So
do that. Okay, so the way we're gonna do it, unless without any objection, so Orlando's is a substitution for Jim Pickles' clarification. So we'll vote on the substitution first. And if we pass the substitution, then we will go to the original and adopt it as the language into the deal. That good?
Object.
All right. I'm not seeing any objection to this.
Mr. Chair,
I thought I heard it.
we need to
Hold
have
on.
Steve Evans.
Steve, yeah, you're
Both-
recognized.
Both bodies of work are on the floor. The opportunity to perfect both bodies of work are on the floor because it's not just an amendment, it's a full strike of the entire language. Both bodies of work on the floor, and I would recommend that we label one A and label one B, and everybody cast A, B, and that becomes the final language that we're voting on. But they have an opportunity to pick one or the other. We can't just vote this one and then take another vote for the other one. We have to pick one.
Right. So that's the issue with the Zoom is we don't have 1A, 1B, and 2B, all of those steps. So we're gonna go yes for Rolando and no for Jim Pickle. And if you want to do abstain, do abstain.
Can we just say A or B?
So, Mr. Chairman, mine never gets voted on. I'd like a record vote on my clarification.
So yours, okay, let's just do this.
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Yes, go ahead.
So this is the secretary. I can handle a vote if people prefer to do it A and B or Pickle and Garcia or
That's what I'm going to say.
Do that, I can
do Pickle and yes, sir. Do Pickle and Garcia.
Mr. Chairman, quick, can we have the secretary scroll so that we can see
Both of
Pickles
them?
as well? Yes, that would be fantastic.
Lauren,
if you guys don't
show that? Could you show the original Pickle clarification?
can you put that on one page together, please?
I don't know that it's all going to fit.
No.
Give it a shot. Let's see.
Give me 30 seconds to do that. I'm going to do it below everything. So Lauren, I'm going to work below everything, and I'll try to get both of them in there.
Okay, give us a second. Everyone stand at ease for a minute.
Virgil, you are the best. The best.
Yeah, just cut and paste them on one page for purposes of the vote.
That's what I'm going to do, Jim.
And I hope you come back, Virgil, next session. We need you back.
No question.
Hashtag love Virgil.
You can't quit.
Yeah,
you may not retire.
And they don't even know about the calls till 1:30 in the morning trying to figure this out.
Exactly.
All right, so we have the Pickle clarification, Rolando Garcia clarification. So we're gonna call it that. So it's easier for everyone to know what they're going for.
Mr. Chairman, point of information.
Yes, sir.
Are we going to have debate on which one is better, or are we just moving straight to a vote?
We're moving straight to a vote.
The question was called.
All right, Virgil, you ready? We have both of those on the screen. If you guys need to take a minute to read it, go ahead and do that. I'll give you one more minute, then we'll go to a vote.
Are we required to roll our R when we say Garcia?
You are.
There's no R in pickle. You don't have to worry about that.
You know, every now and then I just y'all.
Rubber chicken.
All right, we're ready. Virgil, you're up.
All right, about 15 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kristen Bentley, and the answers here are Pickle, Garcia, or abstain.
Garcia.
Paul Hale,
Garcia.
Jerry Fisher,
Garcia.
Bruce Bishop,
Garcia.
Lydia Covey,
Garcia.
and for Chris Bro,
Garcia.
Gwen Withrow, by Rachel Heisler,
Garcia.
Dale Inman, Susan Lucas,
Garcia.
Justin Besner,
Garcia.
Don McDonald,
Garcia.
Keith Nielsen,
Garcia.
Deborah Fight,
Garcia.
Ralph Fight,
Garcia.
Maggie Witt,
Garcia.
Jim Pickle,
Garcia's.
Pickle.
Ann Gebhardt,
Freedom.
Dan Tully,
Garcia.
Susan Wright,
Garcia.
and for Matt Tiskus,
Garcia.
Galen Devine,
Garcia.
Ken Moore,
Garcia.
Lisa Hendrickson,
Garcia.
Ronnie Jones,
Love you, Jim.
Garcia.
Dr. Morris,
Garcia.
and for Dale Gibble.
Garcia.
Christiana by Greg Murphy,
Garcia.
and for himself.
Garcia.
Mr. Garcia for Brenda Estes and for himself.
Garcia for both.
Susan Fountain,
Garcia.
Matt Patrick,
Pickle.
Becky Green,
Garcia.
Roman Klein,
Garcia.
Cheryl Thompson Draper,
Garcia.
Saki Joseph,
Garcia.
Yvonne Klauser,
Garcia.
Walter West,
Garcia and tacos.
Melissa Nur,
Garcia.
Chuck Burnett, Melissa, is Chuck with us?
I wasn't told that he dropped off, but if he did, I vote Garcia.
Let's pause for a second, see if does anybody know? Can anyone check on the?
He's still in the participant list.
We'll come back to him then. Tony Trevino,
Garcia.
Randy Perham,
Garcia.
Leslie Thomas,
Garcia.
Greg Harrell,
Garcia.
Elaine Cook, We'll come back to her. Mary Jane-
Garcia.
Gotcha, Elaine. Mary Jane Avery,
Garcia.
Andy Eller,
Garcia.
Lucy Trainer,
Garcia.
Steve Jordan,
Pickle.
Karen Marshall.
Garcia.
Is that Garcia?
Yes, that's Garcia. Sorry,
Thank
it's
you.
loud.
Justin Nichols,
Pickle.
Janera Lewis.
Garcia times 2.
Thank you. Jane Cancino,
I want Garcia.
Steve Evans,
Garcia.
Robin Cooper,
Garcia.
Adolfo Tejas,
Garcia.
Rachel Horton,
I'm voting for Pickle, but good job, Garcia.
Patrick Wamhoff.
Gracias.
Are you thanking me or are you voting for Garcia?
Both.
And Tisha Crow.
Garcia.
Let me go back to the Brandon Hodges. Are you here? Okay, let me go back to Chuck Burnett.
Excuse me.
It looks like Chuck Burnett left. I see that in the chat.
Melissa, do you want to vote for Chuck?
Yes, Garcia.
Okay, give me a second to record that.
Or would that be C. Garcia?
Brandon is not here.
Lee.
Okay, Vice Chair Randall
Garcia.
and anybody else? Chairman George.
Abstain, and I don't think Brandon Hodges is here.
I don't either. So, Mr. Chair, the vote is 5 Pickle, 55 Garcia, 1 abstain, and it appears that Mr. Garcia's substitute has passed.
Thank you.
I just want to lodge my objection, Mr. Chairman, that my clarification never got debated, even though you were asked to debate it.
I'm sorry, can you, who's speaking and can you tell
Jim
me?
Pickle, SD8, my clarification never got debated, even though you were asked to and you refused.
Are you saying, Jim Pickle, I'm trying to figure out.
Huh?
No, Jim, I'm trying to figure out, are you saying your clarification never got debated?
Correct. I offered it, and it was one amendment that was then withdrawn, and then we went right to Rolando's. It never got debated.
No, sir, we debated for a long time on yours.
Yeah, we did.
Until we went to the amendment, and until after the amendment, we did not take a substitution.
The amendment was 11 minutes, and that's it.
They never talked about gyms.
Mr. Chairman,
Okay.
did we not call the question on both? And that was what was clarified?
We did, yes. All right, so give me 1 second. Well, we are, for the purposes of this meeting, is concluded. So thank you all for being here today. What I will do tomorrow is, as part of this clarification, by give me about a few hours. I got to go to a doctor first, then get a podcast. So by, I would say about 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'll have a process written out and the form from Micah can go find the old form, and we will just go back to that form and that process as far as collecting the request, and we'll just start working from there. Thank you all for being here tonight.
Chair, Mr. Chair, a couple clerical things before we adjourn, if I may.
Yep.
So first of all, I'm saving the chat, so we'll take care of that. Number 2, there was a petition from some members for a May 4th special meeting. Do those, I guess, Mr. Chair, can we find out if those petitioners wish to withdraw their petition?
I would like to get that in writing, please. So
yeah, could I get, if anybody who was on the petition wants to send me a withdrawal of that petition, I would need that by, let me say 1 hour from now, because if I get sufficient withdrawal, then we don't call a meeting for May 4th.
Thank you, guys. We are adjourned. Good night.